Hi, I'm Anthony Roth Costanzo, and I'm so excited to be your host for today's transmission of a brilliant new opera commissioned by the Met. Nico Muley's Marnie, with a libretto by Nicholas Wright, has been transfixing audiences at the Met. Marnie is the story of a disturbed and repressed young woman with a dark secret in her subconscious. She assumes multiple identities while cleaning out the safes of a variety of unhappy employers. Marnie eventually gets trapped and is blackmailed into marrying the man who caught her. Not the best recipe for a happy marriage. The opera is an adaptation of the novel by Winston Graham, the same book that Alfred Hitchcock used for his psychological thriller of a film starring Tippi Hedren and Sean Connery. With a disturbing plot turn that includes a husband's attempted rape of his wife on their honeymoon, Marnie seems timelier than ever right now. Mezzo-soprano Isabel Leonard plays the elusive title character driven to a life of crime and deceit by a traumatic event in her past. Baritone Christopher Maltman is the upper-crust Mark Rutland who catches Marnie red-handed. Countertenor Yeston Davis plays Terry, Mark's brother and conniving rival. They're joined by soprano Janice Kelly and mezzo-soprano Denise Graves as a pair of evil moms you wouldn't want to call your own. The story is set in regional England in the late 1950s, and director Michael Mayer skillfully guides the action between the pubs and flats of the working class and the stately homes of the landed gentry. Maestro Robert Spano is ready in the pit. Here is Marnie.
Shown these figures to Mr. Strutt. He's been with a client for an hour. Oh well, he'll have to look at them first thing Monday. Who's the client? Roland, you didn't see him? Got some fashion party and taking lunch. I like him, no it's fair.
Miss Harling, have you found the time of the train for Mr. Rutland?
I have it here. If you take the 6:05 New Street Station and change at Euston, you'll be back in Beaconsfield by 10:15.
Oh, very kind.
Here is your overcoat. You have a
none of your business.
Easy does it, Strat. I don't have anyone to pull me up to scratch these days. Thank you, Miss Holland.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Rutland.
He lost his wife last year, very sad.
Oh, she's blushing like the lobster who made a conquest there. He wouldn't throw me again if he bumped into me. He can bump into me anytime. My protection, join the club.
May I drive you home, Miss Holland?
Thank you, Mr. Strut. I'd rather walk.
I merely offered you a lift, my dear. Don't flatter yourself.
It's raining. Umbrellas up.
He came sliding up to me. I felt the smearing of his hand. I felt defied. Goodbye, Mary Holland. She's exploded. He had frump to rot. Captive rabbit nibbles the lock, shatters the bars. I'm out. What shall I bring? Some right hand helpmeet to a suave executive, or a respected guardian of routine. Shall I be dark or fiery redhead? Vivacious blonde, glossy or gleaming, shimmering sunlight blonde. Shh! What's that noise? Cash a crackle. Banknotes rustling in my handbag. How many hundred quid, I wonder? 6 or 7. If it's a penny, please
My legs are hurting. It's the damp in this rotten old house.
I've come to solve the problem. There's a bright new house with a view of the sea. How'd you like to live in it?
I haven't the wherewithal. You fool.
You've got it now. Are you pleased, mother?
Where did you get it? You're as shiftless as a gypsy, always traveling.
I struck lucky at the racetrack. 20 pounds on a rank outsider at 30 to 1.
As long as you come by it in a decent fashion, won't have you sponging off some fella. If I thought you were playing fast and loose, I would disown you. Immoral women won't never inherit the kingdom of the Lord. Respect your elders, dress modestly, repent that wicked thing you done, and don't never go blonde again. Blonde is for tarts and sluts.
Don't you trust me, mother?
No, I don't, and you know why.
Start that up again, don't torment me. The country don't know what I did. I was a child.
Quiet! Here comes old Lucy. She's not to hear.
Hello, Marnie, darling. How are you keeping? Here's some biscuits for our
You
tea.
can sit if you like, but don't chip in. Marnie's not come all this way to hear you rattling on. She's come for me.
She's come for more of your cruelty, has she? More of your spitefulness. Why she torments you, I'll never know.
Next week's wages. Are on her to earth. She won't sleep easy in her bed. Get back to work. Look at the time. Get back to your desks. Get back to work.
Night long, all night long.
Have we met before?
Oh no, I've just arrived in Barnet.
What brought you here?
6 months ago, my husband died. I was alone. I wanted to make a new start in life. Please, tell me about your company.
Alcyon Printing is a family firm. My late father named it after the shield of our crusader ancestor. I'm the managing director. My mother intervenes from time to time. My brother Terence is my wayward deputy.
Did I hear my name being taken in vain?
Mrs. Hulbert has applied for the wages post.
Someday, sometime, somebody's going to tell me what's going on right here. I've just discovered the price of a waterproof notebook. 7 and 6, less than it costs to print.
Would you leave my brother and me to talk this over? A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Hulbert. You can start on Monday week.
Subject to references. This way. Notice the how could I know it would be him? The overcoat, the look, the smile. I'd never have chanced it. Never have chanced it. But I was overcome. It seems my transformation did the trick. What about bank accounts? I've a dozen. What about references? I'll say they're stuck in the post. That always works. That always works.
Thank you.
You must be
Don't worry, Jeff! No flowers, by the request of the family.
Thank you. Thank you. If they want it in full color, put your hand on your halfpenny. Here comes Casanova. He never gives up. How can we help you, Mr. Rottenand? I came to see how Mrs. Hulbert's settling in. She's been here 6 weeks. If she hasn't settled in by now, she never will. Miss Witherby, what do you think of this? It's steamy, isn't it? That's what my brother says. I think a touch of sex is just what Bournemouth needs. Speaking of which,
Mrs. Albert, would a polka game some evening be of interest?
Look at my diary, Mr. Rutland.
Let me know as soon as you can.
Wear your tin knickers. I wouldn't be alone with him in a million years. Shop, the boss is coming.
Mrs. Albert, I'm most cruelly disappointed. You haven't put your name down for the annual dance and dinner.
I have to.
Not at all. But I was looking forward to a turn around the dance floor with you.
I decided not to go. My husband died so recently.
I understand. I'm sorry I asked. Excellent job on these reports, by the way.
Is there something else, Mr. Rutland?
What do you know about roses?
Nothing. Where I grew up, there weren't any roses. Why do you ask?
I have a pair of tickets for the National Rose Exhibition, but I'm expected at my mother's house that day. How'd you like to go and take a parade?
Why not? It's never too late to learn.
I wish I were coming with you.
What would your mother say?
I dread to think. Who will you go with? Some young fellow from the office.
I'll go with Dawn.
Be sure to tell me all about it. What did she say? Don't you remember me? Director Raynor.
What if you are?
We went for a drink one night when you sold tickets at the Watford Picture House. We had a good laugh, as I recall. You was on earth. Can I buy you a drink?
Leave me alone! Go away!
I'm sorry you're taking it that way. Goodbye, Martin.
Martin! The chicken papa saying he knew you when he didn't. Maybe we'll go silk, and my face would shine. I could buy a scarlet dress and a pair of shoes with pointy heels, and I would dazzle, and I would dazzle, and I would dazzle, and I would dazzle everyone around me. I could be as dainty as a princess, or as waddling as a whore. I was made. Oh, what I have made myself to be. I was made. Oh, what I have made myself to be. When I was born, my mother took one look at my face and screamed in horror. My father cursed me on his deathbed. My ex-wife only speaks to me through a lawyer, and my brother treats me like an office boy. He's an idiot not to take your advice.
I will regret it soon enough. Time's running out for these old-fashioned family businesses.
What's your opinion, Maggie?
Why ask her? She's hardly qualified to judge. I'm in.
I'll vote. I'll see you.
Full house.
I've got Sodom, four of a kind for 6
Bloody hell.
Good bluffing. I'm beginning to think that that's what she's good at. Look at the time. I'd better go.
Can we offer you a lift?
I'll get my coat. Skip the lift. I want a good thing.
Sure thing, old pal. And little numbers there for the taking.
Don't be too sure. I doubt she's a simple. She'll praise.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Where have they gone? They just took off. Why don't you stay for another drink? I want to go. So soon? Whatever you've got in mind, you can forget it. Why? Are you revolted by my birthmark? My mark of Cain? Keep away, love, spirited woman. Did your late husband know how lucky he was? If you don't stop, I'll do it. Oh, what are you hiding? Was you hiding?
the time for making love. Your pain is me hungover. Your unblushing, weary, heavy, musky. Dump and shameless. Open door that a man can do to the woman he loves. Slap me as hard as you like. Slap me as hard as you like. Slapping goes with kisses. Let me kiss you. Let me kiss you.
I let you. Will you ring for a taxi?
Trust me. You've never been married, have you? How many more lies have you told?
Let me go.
Good morning, Mother. Nobody told me you'd arrived.
I have been reading the annual figures. If we carry on at the rate we're going, Halcyon printing will not survive.
You sound like Terry.
What if I do? A child of two could see that the farm is failing.
Mother!
Don't interrupt. I often think that Terry would make a better fist of the job than you. You're much nicer than your brother. You're much nicer than your brother. What you lack is flow, is enterprise. You are not tough enough. You are not tough enough. You were brought to many people. Still you took the name out. Like the troublemakers. Make a bonfire of the rose. Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. Good morning, Mr. Rutland. Who is this?
Maggie Halbert from my office. Maggie, meet my mother.
How do you do? Why leave you alone? Good day, my dear.
Will you show me the artwork, please? What do you think?
It's better now. I thought the earlier draft was too suggestive.
I thought that too. Thank you for coming all this way on a Saturday morning.
Is that all? I should have kept the taxi running.
Stay till the rain has stopped.
That would be nice. It's pelting down.
to the river.
It's a perfect paddock for a horse.
Do you ride?
I do. I bought a horse named Fario with some money that I was left. I love him more than anything in the world. He's stabled far away. When I was a girl, I wanted to be with horses all the time.
I fancied myself as a country squire, but I went into the firm. Everything's out of kilter since the death of my wife, Esther. I rattle around this house like a pea in a drum. I eat out of tins, the cups are chipped, the silver is tarnished. There are rooms that I never go into. It's a melancholy place, but it fits my mood. We're very similar, you and I. We're very similar, you and I. I lost my wife. You lost your husband, but of the two of us, you seem the more alone.
Baby's cold, my brother's cold. What have I done to him?
There's nothing to be afraid of.
I'm all right now. Thank you.
I should thank you. I've been looking forward to seeing you all morning.
Don't say that.
Have you noticed how I linger at your desk? How I call you to my office on the smallest pretext?
I have to go. I have to go.
I'll see you on Monday.
No. Never again. I can't come back. It's time to go back at Albert. Goodbye, Mr. Rutland. Goodbye, Mr. Rutland. That suffering soul has ruined it all. His solemn lips, his mouth. I'll be spotted. In there too. What a Bristol. As long as I'm out of Barnard.
Put the money back.
Mark, I know how this must look.
Don't make excuses.
I'm so sorry.
Just do it.
How do you like me here?
You've got a nerve to ask questions. You should be answering them.
I'll tell you anything. Just don't call the police.
How could you do this to me?
It's difficult to explain.
Why?
I was afraid of getting hurt.
Why what?
By you. I love you.
What did you say?
I've loved you since I came in for an interview. What was future could the two of us have? I come from the garden. You're a million miles above me.
If even half of that is true, why have you played your hand so badly?
I don't understand.
I'm alone in the world. I need a wife. Is there any reason that wife can't be you?
We can't get married.
Give me one reason.
I'm a thief. I'm a thief. I'm a liar. I'm a thief. I'm a
Would you rather I call the police? I'll drive you home.
Is this what horror feels like? Is this what horror feels like? What does he think I am? What does he think of me? A tart, a slag, a good time girl. The office boy. Mary, Martine, Maggie, whatever your bloody name is. it is. It will cost me. I'll be dry. He'll never touch me. Not a nozzle, not a grope, not a grab. He'll never touch me. What have you got for us today, young man?
I bought the cigarettes you asked for. Thanks to your service, here's the change.
Hand it over!
Here you are, and I met the postman on my way.
Here's a card from Mrs. Miller at the church. May God be with you in your sick bed.
Bloody old hypocrite!
This is from Marnie.
Read it!
Dear mother, I hope you're feeling better after your bout of flu.
That love she
I'll
cares!
send you a bit of spending money soon. Don't worry if you don't see me for a while. There's been a surprising turn of fate. Your loving daughter, Marnie. It's another 50 quid. What do you think of that? She's not all bad.
Not all bad. Not all bad. Have you forgotten what she did?
I will not speak of that. I promised you not to speak.
What did she do? What did she do?
Marnie's baby brother would still be alive if it weren't for her. She killed that innocent child. She's bad all
remember the night I proposed?
You mean the night you trapped me? I was sitting in the dark.
I was waiting for you.
How did you know that I would come?
I knew you'd do the same as Mary Holland.
Who's Mary Holland?
Don't pretend you don't remember. If you take the 605 from New Street Station and change at Euston, you'll be back in Beaconsfield by 10:15.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I saw your name in the local rag. You'd stolen 700 pounds and disappeared. Then you materialized at Halcyon Printing as a blonde.
You knew who I was, you bastard! Why did you give me a job?
I couldn't resist it. More champagne.
I've had enough!
Tell me about your late husband. Did he exist?
I invented him!
And your mother and father, what about them?
My father was lost at sea. My mother died of grief. An old woman called Lucy brought me up.
Why did you steal from Strutt?
He was a monster. He thought I belonged to him.
Who else have you stolen from?
Stop asking questions.
What's your real name?
Call me the name old Lucy called me. Marnie.
Marnie. I like that name. I'm going to say it a lot. Marnie. Marnie. But I'm in love with you.
You can be in love without behaving like a beast.
What quaint ideas you have about love. It ought to flow into sex without any interruption.
That's just animal.
Human beings are animal, feet in the mud where we belong. We can deny the mud that makes us human, or exalt in it. Try exulting for a change. I've had 7 sleepless nights lying next to a beautiful woman who blinches when I touch her. Hasn't anyone ever kissed you?
Your brother.
Terry, and you let him.
No, I pushed him away.
Another lie.
Please.
You don't even let me near you. Do you call that love?
It isn't love. I never loved you.
Why did you say you did?
You threatened me. You said you would call the police. Now go away. Find a cabin for yourself.
Can't get rid of me.
Where's the bill? I'll ring for the steward.
I watched you through a pane of glass. You broke into a darkened office. You smashed the door. You turned the handle of the safe and found the money. You snatched it while I spied on you like a voyeur. My heart was pounding, my eyes were blurry with excitement. I felt the thrill of my father being defied, and of my mother's treasure house being robbed. I knew I would capture you. I knew you would yield to me. I knew you would my hand. Feel the tensing of my fingers. Feel the pulsing of my veins. That's the strength the crimes have given me. I've been waiting, I've been watching.
Not, you drink!
Maybe I need to be drunk to teach you how to love.
Do you know what I mean when I say no? Don't do that! Stop it!
Marnie! Marnie!
Isabel, wow. That was such a powerful scene. Hi.
Hi.
Tell us about this mysterious character you play.
Oh, there's a lot to tell. I think you'll see. Stay for the second act, and you will see as she continues to unfold. She's quite a complex and I think rather tragic character actually, but she is actually means no one any harm. So she has a very layered.
Trajectory.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's hard to know if she's good and evil, but not only is it dramatically complex, it is a vocal and physical tour de force. Oh my gosh. It's like a marathon. What's it like to perform?
It is like I've actually never run a marathon. I don't think I ever planned to, but I suspect it's similar to it. You have to pace yourself. You have to have done it, at least in parts, all the way out, full out, as we say, so that you are ready when the time comes to just keep on plugging through like a little machine, little motor.
Yeah, it's incredible. And I imagine you were working with composer Nico Muhly, who wrote this with you in mind. Is it exciting to collaborate with a living composer?
Absolutely, and it's a huge responsibility, and Nico's a friend, and he just pops into the dressing room to say hello, and I'm always thinking, oh my God, please let me do it right for you. Oh.
It's a responsibility. I mean, do you have
Absolutely.
input? Do you ask him for things?
Sure. We had in the rehearsal process, we had a lot of dialogue and a lot of conversations between Michael Mayer, our director, and Nico, and Nicholas Wright, our librettist, and everybody was really active, hands-on, and really there to create a good story and to drive the drama forward.
So cool to collaborate on a piece of art like that. So it was based on that novel that inspired the classic Hitchcock film starring Tippi Hedren. Did you watch it before you did the role?
No, I did not. I still haven't seen it. I made a point to not see the film. I didn't want any other visuals in my mind as I was constructing the part of Marnie. I also knew that the film was very different than the book. Well, not so different, but different enough that I think our interpretation of what we were trying to tell here was going to be closer to the book versus the movie. So I just didn't want to be distracted by other things.
It's amazing, and you really have your own take on it, which is so cool. But Tippi Hedren, the star of that film, she came on opening night.
She did.
She bowed
did.
with you.
In a red dress, very apropos.
Apropos. So did she say anything to you? Did she tell you any secrets?
No, we never. I would have loved to have just a dinner with her, but we never. There were so many people around, But we did get a chance to at least just sort of absorb. I got a chance to absorb her presence. And she was nothing but glow and sparkle and sort of an astonishing personality.
What a legacy. So
Yeah.
you're on stage
Right.
for most of the opera, and when you're off stage,
Yes.
you're running around changing costumes into all of your different identities. At this last performance, we actually followed you for
I
your
remember.
offstage
At
action.
some point, I started noticing the cameras, then I started making silly faces.
That is so fun. So now we are joined by your unsung hero, Susie Gomez Pizzo, the Met's Ladies Wardrobe Supervisor. And also, I want to say the official chief of the Isabel Leonard Pit Stop crew.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Susie,
Couldn't do it without her.
Takes a village, though.
it takes a village.
It takes a village.
We see you're giving your own tour de force performance here. Can you describe, like, this is 12 costume changes? Oh my gosh.
15.
15.
Let's get it right.
Okay, let's get it right. What is it like? Is it hard?
It's crazy. I mean, it takes two of us. By the way, Nancy Phillips, fabulous. She's my second, and then Juliet does the hair. I mean, it's literally, she comes off.
Sometimes
I mean, she
Sabrina's
actually
there
has the harder job because she's got to sing.
Right.
After the couple seconds quick change. But, I mean, it's like zzz, zzz. She comes in, we just all grab her and pull her.
And is it snaps and Velcro and you have a
No
head-
Velcro.
No Velcro.
Met does not use Velcro, just so that we're all on the same page.
Classy.
Yeah. In
Okay.
this case, it's 1960s clothes, so there's zippers going
Lots
up
of
the
zippers.
back.
Oh my
Lots of
God.
zippers. Lots of magnets, actually.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Oh,
Ton of
yeah.
magnets.
See,
Yes.
we're getting the secrets. I love it.
Yes.
Isabel, what is the shortest? Do you know what your shortest change is?
It's coming up, I think, in the second act.
Is
When
it like 30 seconds?
I don't know
40.
how long it is, but
40
Yeah,
seconds.
40.
it's really
Have you ever
shortest
gotten
we have.
close to missing it?
all the time, every
Oh my
night.
So it's
Val.
no, I know Susie's got your back, running after you, closing anything that's
Well,
not
like I
closed.
said, it's a village.
No,
It's a
when I
village.
say we miss it, it's mainly because of me. But we
No.
don't. We've never
No.
missed it once,
No.
actually.
Okay, so tell us, we want to know, what is the toughest part of your job?
When I write my tell-all, you'll be
No.
able to
Oh, I
read
see.
that.
Because she's like psychotherapist to the stars, basically.
No, I've known Susie for 12 years, and without her, I'm not sure I could do particularly this show. But a lot of the shows I've done here in the last 12 seasons, I owe a lot.
Yeah, but it's
of
always based on trust.
Yep, we
That's-
have a good
that's the key.
friendship.
That's
and
the
a good
key.
relationship.
That's the key.
Isabel, I know that you have a huge social media following, and the Met has like hundreds of thousands of followers. I'm doing an Instagram takeover. Should we do a selfie?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do it on camera. You ready, guys?
We're doing this.
I know, I
that.
love it. Okay, Susie, we need you. Yay! Thank you guys so
so
much. It's a
welcome,
pleasure to
Anthony.
talk. I'll send it. Don't worry.
Oh,
I'll
thank
text
you.
Okay.
I love it.
I got work to do.
Bye, guys.
There we go.
Now I'm going to speak with two men who conceived this powerful new opera, composer Nico Muhly and director Michael Mayer. Hey, guys.
Hello. Hi, hi,
So
hi.
great to
Good
see
to
you.
see you.
Nico, this is your second opera for the Met. Can you tell us what was the inspiration for this one?
It was a phone call from Michael.
Really?
Yeah.
And he called up and said, you know what would make a fabulous opera is Marnie. And I said, you know that you're right. Click.
Amazing.
And then 3 days later, like,
And,
really
and
fast.
it's such a rich subject for an opera. What made you make that connection?
Well, that's what I was watching the movie, which has always fascinated me. And I thought this character was really complicated and weird, and the story is very operatic.
Yeah.
So I read the book because I know how impossible it is to get the rights from like movie studios and multiple screenwriters. And I thought it was very good by Winston Graham and had a lot of the same stuff in it that the movie does. So I called Peter first, actually. I called Peter Gelb and I said, Peter, I think Marnie would make a great opera. And he said, well, who should write it? And I said, Nico.
Of course.
And so he said, well,
Duh.
if Nico wants to do it, I'll commission it. So then I called Nico.
And so then you began working with librettist Nicholas
Nicholas Wright, exactly.
And it was like 5 years ago that
it
you
was
started?
in late 2013.
Amazing.
That's
So what was your creative process? How did you put it together?
Well, because we were all together from the beginning, we worked really closely with Nick on getting a kind of outline of how the libretto would work. And there's a lot to do in this story, and a lot of different scenes and a lot of different kind of functional things that we had to work out.
Right.
And then from there, we were in constant contact. So I was in London a lot of the time, and we'd just go sit with Nick and we'd play around with things, and then we'd refine, and then
We'd all meet here.
and then we'd all meet here,
and we had a workshop.
and we did a sing through.
Oh my
which
God!
is
So
in
there are so
London.
many stages. I mean, I don't think people know how much it takes to get a new piece like this onto
Right.
the stage.
I barely know, and I've
Well, let's talk about plot for a second. You're adapting this book. What are the changes that you make for the opera?
Well, one of the changes is that in the book, the brother, Terry, played by Yeston Davis, is actually a cousin, and the familial relationship is more complicated, and you want something a little more clear and sturdy for the opera. So that's one
things
thing.
what I find for an opera, it's like you really have to reduce everything to its simplest form. so that the complexity can be musical and emotional rather than this plot is so complicated I can't keep up.
Fascinating. So you layer it so the music can speak.
And and the production can speak and the actors can sing.
Speaking of which, Michael, this is such a fluid, visually tight production, and you assembled an all-star collaborative team. You have Julian Crouch, Ariane Phillips, and 59 Productions doing the videos. Tell me about working with these
Kevin
people.
Adams
and
lighting.
Kevin Adams lighting.
And Lynn Page choreography.
It goes on and on.
They're all
Literally,
wonderful.
it was a
It's
dream team.
basically, it's actually my, almost all of them were my Hedwig and the Angry Inch team from Broadway a few years ago.
Wow.
We also did Head Over Heels together. And Lynn and I did Funny Girl in London together, so I loved her. And we all worked on this at the ENO last year. So we had a kind of a first stab at it.
And I've done all 3 of my operas have been with 59. And one of the things that we knew right away, before I even wrote a note, was that because the system was going to be this sort of flexible video thing that we could move from space to space really quickly, and that compositionally has a huge impact. Because you don't need like a 30-minute scene change, or you don't need to remain in one space realistically for that long. So you saw the ends of all the scenes at the beginnings of the next.
It's an incredible, seamless location scout. So you did it in London, you said, a year ago.
Right.
Did you tinker a lot as you moved from London to the Met?
We tinkered in London, and then between London and the Met, we made some, I think, really great changes. And then when we were in rehearsal, we did so much.
We did a lot more work.
It was a very fertile exploration of the piece, I think.
That is so cool. So, Michael, this is a huge season for you. You're working right now on La Traviata with Diana Damrau.
Yeah.
We're so excited about that. Thank you both for joining me. It's been a pleasure. And
Pleasure.
Nico, I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to talk to you after the break.
Yeah, I'll see you in a second.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
See you.
The Met's Live in HD series is made possible thanks to its founding sponsor, the Neubauer Family Foundation. Digital support is provided by Bloomberg Philanthropies. The Met Live in HD series is supported by Rolex. This performance of Marnie will be heard later this season over the Toll Brothers Metropolitan Opera International Radio Network. We'll be back after a break.